Imagine this. A 2-year-old boy, crying on a giant golden throne. Courtiers are bowing to him, but he has no idea what's happening. This isn't a fairy tale. It's the true story of Puyi, the last emperor of China. Born in 1906, Puyi was chosen to rule just before his 3rd birthday. The Qing Dynasty, which had governed China for nearly 3 centuries, was already on its last legs. The empire was being torn apart by foreign powers, weakened by corruption, and crippled by poverty. So, while this little boy sat on the dragon throne inside the magnificent Forbidden City, the real power was with his regents and generals. Outside the palace walls, a storm was brewing. In 1911, a revolution erupted. Province after province declared independence from the Qing government. The most powerful general, Yuan Shikai, was called to save the dynasty, but instead, he cut a deal with the revolutionaries. On February 12, 1912, 6-year-old Puyi officially abdicated. Whose luck that's? Over 2,000 years of imperial rule in China came to an end, but Puyi's story was far from over. He was allowed to keep living inside the Forbidden City, a strange limbo where he was an emperor in name only, surrounded by ancient rituals while the world outside became a republic. This bizarre life continued until 1924, when a warlord finally kicked him out of the only home he'd ever known. Years later, he got a second chance at being an emperor, but it was a cruel joke. The Japanese army had invaded northeastern China and created a puppet state called Manchukuo. They installed Puyi as its ruler in 1932. He wore the imperial robes again, but he was a complete pawn. Every order he signed was dictated by his Japanese handlers. When World War II ended in 1945, Puyi's fake empire collapsed. He was captured by the Soviets and later handed back to China's new communist government. The former son of heaven was sent to a re-education prison. He spent a decade learning to be an ordinary citizen. In his final years, the man who once ruled over hundreds of millions of people worked as a gardener in Beijing's botanical gardens. He died in 1967, a simple commoner. His life, from a child king to a regular citizen, perfectly mirrors the dramatic fall of an ancient empire and the birth of modern China. It wasn't a grand battle that ended it all, but the quiet story of a boy who lost a throne he never truly had. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from history.